mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban Excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast, the last episode of the year.
Last episode of the year. Happy New Year's
Eve.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah, but we gotta just say.
Oh, right.
I'm getting all technical with the shit.
My fault.
Okay, now it just cost us money, just that quick.
Yeah.
I said shit.
You cursing.
Now the show
messing up the algorithm.
Messing up the algorithm. Now you not gonna be able to pay your rent.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I like that power. I'm like, please don't curse. Please, I'm trying to pay my rent. Please, I need a check. And my dad just goes off the deep end.
Yeah, immediately.
Because I don't give a mug. Now, here we go. We welcome you all in the building.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. We know you took time away from your families to get with us real quick. You know what I'm saying?
This is going to be a short thing. We just wanted to come in and tell you how much we appreciate you.
Facts.
For the year-long, support that we receive.
Word.
And, for what we do, you guys tuning in to hear our opinions, on certain things. Mm-hmm. And we really, really appreciate it. And it gives us something to look forward to coming into
the next year. Facts.
This will be year 4.
Yes, it will be.
Yes, this will be year 4 of this.
Year 4, yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Year 4 of the podcast. Year 5 altogether. Yes.
Theotis, peace, King. I see you out there, man. Thank you for the support. You and your family watch all the time. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And so let's do. Can we get a quick?
I saw Houston
in the building.
Naptown,
South Carolina.
Philly,
KC, all right,
Chester, PA,
all right, Pennsylvania.
What else we got? Hold on.
Chicago in the building.
I see Chicago,
man, I love it.
I see VA, Richmond,
I love it. Philly, yeah,
Cincinnati,
man.
Okay.
So everybody is in the building.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for joining us, man. We appreciate you guys all year. Y'all been rocking with us, and this is the first year we did two shows a week.
Yes.
First 2
when did we start that? Hey, Gail.
I think.
What up, Gail Jackson? Haven't seen you in a minute.
I think May.
I think you've been cheating on us, Gail. I'm just. That's what the the virtual streets are saying.
I think I seen her name in a couple other chats.
See you in a couple other chats.
I felt cheated on.
Nah, we love you and we love your support.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Happy New Year to Quan S. We appreciate you. So what were you saying now?
I think we started the 2 shows a week in May.
Yeah, May. Something like May or something. And it's really been
it's been a game changer because prior to, we were only doing the shows on Thursdays, and it always felt like a really long time to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then the information we was delivering might have been a little stale.
Yeah.
Because people have already, been on their platforms giving it up. Thank you, Mayat Scientist.
Thank you.
3712. Beautiful. Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? So what else happened this year? Like, yeah, as a business, we've taken a lot of leaps and bounds.
Okay, let's talk about your endeavors for 2020.
Oh, okay.
Because it could be inspirational, and you got to be careful how you bring it across. Because a lot of people had bad years, but you had a pretty good year.
I had a pretty good year. In January, I released my first book, Urban Xcellence.
In January, you released your first book,
January 21st.
Amazing book signing.
Yes,
if you came to the book party,
that was incredible.
And we didn't know at that time that we were getting this in under the wire.
Facts, yeah.
Because had we waited another month or so, this might have been a little bit more difficult to pull off.
Yep, and then in March, we broke the news that I was having a baby.
We did.
That was on live. Y'all were there with us.
Yes.
Y'all found out what I was having with me.
Yes.
Y'all were there with us. And then he was born.
No. We gave a gender reveal.
Yeah.
And the very next day they closed
everything down.
All the restaurants.
In fact, I went to the gym the next day and came back, and like when I came back, I got the email that the notification that everything is shut down.
So look at the timing of that. We was able to get that in.
The next day, that was crazy.
Beautiful event.
Yeah.
You found out you was having a baby boy.
Yeah.
Bam. What else happened for you?
Then he was born.
Then he was born, because if he was in the belly,
then he was born.
And that was
July 1st.
July 1st. So tomorrow makes 6 months. Exactly. 6 months, beautiful.
And then I got a new car.
Got a brand new car. Drove it off the lot. Had 3 miles on it.
Yeah,
or something.
2
miles. Just drove it off the lot like a boss.
Wait, we skipped the baby shower. Y'all were there for the baby shower too.
Absolutely.
Y'all were there for the baby shower too.
That was one of the more resourceful, creative baby showers due to the situation.
Yeah, things like that.
But how many people have 2,000 people
exactly
in their baby shower?
That's a fact too.
Very dope. Very dope.
What else? Got the new car. New car, and got a new place.
Got your own place.
Yeah.
Jeesh.
Yeah.
Jeesh.
Yeah.
All the while maintaining healthy relationships. And so that's what we call the ancestors kept their hands on you.
Definitely. Like the timing on everything.
Was perfect.
Crazy.
And Dot Take It Easy, they shut Rich's channel down to April.
What?
Yeah, because of the Phil Valentine lecture that he gave. They're tightening up the screws, with information that they don't appreciate being delivered on these platforms. We'll talk about that today in depth.
Wow, okay.
So all of these things, the ancestors kept their hands on you, which means the ancestors kept their hands on us because we move as a unit.
Yeah.
So all of these things to help our business grow. We had some, like we said, the 2 shows a week. You guys have been supporting the merchandise.
Word, yeah.
It's just been really, really dope. 2 grumpy men, salute, peace to you in the building. Happy New Year's to you and your family.
Yes.
Love from London, UK. First time catching alive. Congratulations.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the people, Giovanni Johnson, in the super chat, hitting us up. So we wanted to we can't say it enough. Thank you.
Facts.
Everybody's been healthy. We've all lost friends, and some people lost families. So what I want to do is let's go back to the beginning. Of the year, and let's just try to walk through this. So in hopes that we may be able to understand what's coming and some things that we can change. But before we do that, let's pay homage to a few fallen soldiers.
Yes.
All right. Hip hop has lost a great b-boy in Shabba-Do. A lot of you may not know him if you weren't into the b-boy aspect of the culture. But b-boy is an intricate aspect. B-boy and b-girl of the culture. And Shabba-Do was a major pillar in that aspect. Go see the movie Breaking. Is I think when he really pretty much got his shine in terms of the world seeing the great masterful b-boy that he was. And so we lost him earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And so for those who represent the b-boy, those who represent culture of hip-hop, know not to ever disassociate the importance of the b-boy, the graph writer, the DJ, and the MC. So we want to send the condolences out to Shabadu's family. He was 65 years old.
Wow.
And he was also on Soul Train. I think he had his start on Soul Train.
Oh, wow.
So you'll see him coming down the Soul Train line with my man Rerun. You know what I'm saying? From What's Happening. So they used to get it in, popping and locking. And also just came across the wire today.
MF Doom.
That MF Doom passed away. And here's the kicker. He passed away on October 31st, which was Halloween.
Yeah.
It's the Day of the Dead. You know, the Day of the Dead get to walk the earth. And we just found this out today.
Yeah.
His family was able to keep that a secret. MF Doom, iconic underground dope MC, had his own lane.
And a huge following.
A huge following. And this makes you appreciate the culture, because embedded in the culture, you can find your own lane and bring the people to you. And the ironic thing about it is he passed the same way he lived.
Yeah,
Mysteriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the terms where you don't find that out until 2 months later. You know what I mean? And it's really shocked and devastated the hip-hop world. And I had said to wifey just yesterday, you know, because death comes in threes. That's just the way the elders taught us. We lost Ecstasy from Houdini, and then when I heard about Shabba-Do, I asked her just yesterday, damn, who's going to be the third person we lose? And come to find out, the first person out of the three that we lost was MF Doom. So we want to send our condolences out to his wife, his children, his entire fan base, and those who rock with him, because hip-hop has been taking a loss.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's impressive that his family was able to keep that under wraps for damn near 2 months.
Yes. That's very impressive. And I'm not sure but see, sometimes we need to protect our people who pass away. Sometimes, you know, because too much scrutiny, too much speculation, too much bullshit happens when that information is released. Because look at Ecstasy. He didn't even have life insurance. And they were doing a public GoFundMe for him. And that was just embarrassing. Even if he needed a GoFundMe, that should never be public. It's too many hip-hop icons. So Shaq, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley paid for his funeral.
That's good. That's dope.
And they're not even hip-hoppers per se. But they recognize the iconic figure that he was. And see, when you make things public like that, sometimes you got to make the whole thing public. So, and I'm embarrassed, and I'm not going to jump out on the ledge, because maybe some of the iconic legends in the game, when they heard about his situation, said, no, I'll pay, or I'll do this and I'll do that. So I'm not going to come out here and say they didn't, but the fact that the moms or the family had to even come out publicly, I just thought that was a little embarrassing for the iconic figure he is.
Right.
So when we look at MF Doom's situation and him being the mysterious, esoteric MC that he was, remained on Cloak and Dagger and things of this nature, maybe it was fitting that his wife and their family wanted time to grieve without all the public.
Right. Yeah.
And then as we come into the new year, oh, by the way, guys, we've lost a legend. You know what I mean? So, or, you know, maybe that's what it was. And, you know, I'm hoping it was something of that magnitude, because I told my wife, my body to be wheeled in nowhere where people come stand over me and do any of that.
Yeah.
Remember me for who I am, as, you know, and things of that nature.
And there's no further details as to how he passed.
Right.
Like
so,
either.
you know, and I wanted to stay no further details. Somebody of that magnitude should show up, hit the earth, put in a body of work, and like Kaiser Sosa, gone.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Maybe 10, 20 years later, somebody can come up with a theory. Do you know there was a guy named MF Doom? You know what I mean? Who walked the earth as a masked lyrical killer. You know what I mean? So, you know, we wanted to send our condolences out.
Yes.
To hip hop and these people in particular.
Right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So you want to give a timeline on how the year went?
Yeah, let's start from January.
Actually, show 81.
Yeah.
Is when we had to report on the Kobe passing.
Right.
Which was crazy.
Synchronicity.
On another level.
On a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was ill. And when that happened, that was like, because Nipsey passed the year before, right? Mm-hmm. And when Kobe passed, that was the first time. Because when Nipsey passed, it felt like a lot of people, like I can feel just the energy of a lot of people were down, right? Mm-hmm. But when Kobe passed and his daughter and those people and the way it happened, it was just like, I couldn't explain it.
No, it crushed me, son.
Yeah, I couldn't explain it.
It really, I was messed up, man.
Yeah.
Because, the way I feel about children and stuff.
And mind you, I'm about to be a dad, so I'm thinking about all of that. Like, yo, I like, what do you, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I couldn't fully articulate what I was feeling. It was crazy.
Yeah, it really became something that just blew my mind, man. Mm-hmm. And as I was getting it piece by piece, and when my wife called me and told me that his daughter was on that plane, that helicopter, mm-hmm. I just lost it, man. As a dad, as somebody who works with children, as me seeing the affection he had for all of his children, mm-hmm. but the connection he was making with his daughter.
Yeah.
He was passing the legacy on to the feminine energy because he didn't have any boys, right? And she was destined for greatness because of who her dad was. And, so, and it really lowered the immune system of the planet.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
That shit lowered the immune system. I don't care what nobody say. If you were a parent, you didn't have to like Kobe as a player, but as a parent, as somebody who recognized him as an iconic figure. And I told you how I felt about Kobe. He was this generation's Bruce Lee, meaning he could do anything and everything. He died young, you know what I mean? Anything he put his mind to, he was destined to be greatness. And now, and in retrospect, that very same day, in the newspaper was the first words we heard about COVID.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. In the news, it was the Newsweek. Go look it up. January 26th.
I actually can't. I would have to look for the actual show, but I think we spoke about the coronavirus. I want to say December of last year.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about it early because I don't know if you remember all the reports when they were coming out of China and they was like, yo, it's something that's happening.
Yes.
And then you got to burn the bodies. We were like, yo, it's gonna be zombie apocalypse.
Yes. We were making light of it.
Yeah.
But that day was the stamped signature that this was everything is everything. You know what I mean? So this was a connected event, and as a result of that, even in China. Mm-hmm. Because of Kobe's iconic status.
Right.
So you had China, you had America and other places where the energy was just low.
Yeah.
Because of this man's tragic, untimely death, along with the other families. I'm not discounting them, but I'm just speaking from the iconic standpoint of an individual. When we spoke about how we should be aligned with the actual stars. But the Matrix has given us false stars or artificial stars to encourage us and guide us. And as a result of that, when one of those stars fall, a part of humanity falls with it. Mm-hmm. And so and then right after that, we began this COVID move. Yes.
Yeah.
In retrospect, today we find out that Kobe was leaving Nike.
Yeah, that was huge. Right? That was huge. Apparently he wasn't happy about the way Nike was treating his players. He wasn't happy with Nike, so he was meeting with people and let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the
guy had receipts and everything.
Yeah,
he had all the receipts, so this wasn't speculation. He had the sneaker prototype.
Yeah, the guy Shervin. He said that he had a bunch of witnesses there, and he wanted to create his own sneaker brand, the Mamba's sneaker brand, where it would be owned by the players.
Yes,
and he had prototypes on what this shoe would look like, and
it looked amazing.
Yeah, those shoes look dope.
And
prior to that meeting happening, a few weeks prior to that meeting happening, he died.
Right. And let's not forget, Black Mamba, he was also in a court battle with a pharmaceutical company
over the name
Black Mamba.
Yeah.
So you got a pharmaceutical company, you got Nike, you got China involved, because who was going to be the biggest buyer of his sneakers? China.
Yeah.
Right? They just, you know what I mean? So all of this in the mix, and you can discount it as just coincidence, but Nike is not going to allow you to walk away because you are Nike in that sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a portion of this that we always overlook. If you're making me billions and billions of dollars, and now you want to start your own thing, I got two choices. I can give you a subdivision like they did with Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we still own this, but you can play house.
Yeah.
And
basically.
you know what I mean? Or your helicopter can fall out of the sky. It's your choice. And the pharmaceutical companies were about to position themselves to do what? Hit us with a vaccine. Because it ain't just Moderna and Pfizer.
It's a few.
It's going to be a bunch of them coming out.
Aztec.
It's going to be a few of them coming out. And I forget the gentleman's name. He did a very good expose on this, tying all of this stuff in, man. And it's creepy stuff. So all of this began with Kobe.
Yeah.
Right? He was buried in where? Corona,
California.
And Kobe translates into COVID.
Yo.
We don't have to get into all the numerology. It's crazy.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Looking back on the year, Dr. Umar, he became a meme off of his live talking about Kobe. Yes. And he became, a meme for good and bad reasons. Some people were laughing at him, oh, this guy's crazy. And other people began to find out about, who he was. So
Odyssey just recently found.
Exactly.
She said, no, this guy's funny. His name is Dr. Umar, Dad. He's on Twitter.
Yeah,
he's on TikTok. And he's going crazy. And I was just looking at it like, oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
So, and then what happened in February?
Well, we're not going to do month by month per se.
Well, Pop Smoke died in February.
Pop Smoke died in February, right?
Yeah, he did.
And then they started really preparing us for what March was going to bring.
Which was, you know what? Like, I remember them talking about it, and I remember thinking, like, I didn't take any of it seriously. I'm just like, and then I was going to the gym, and then I started seeing a couple people in masks at the gym, and I was like, you look ridiculous. Like, you know that?
Like straight goofies.
You look stupid. And now look.
Yeah.
Now look.
And again, it appeared that this just all happened randomly, but we know it didn't. So they began to shut down the world.
Yeah, when they shut down the NBA in the middle of that game, before that game.
That was the telltale moment for me. It wasn't like we gonna have a press conference. They told the niggas playing, yo, after this game,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
And Mark Cuban in real time was like, what? What the hell is going on? So the NBA took the lead on this.
Which I said, if you watch those episodes back, I said you gotta watch out when the organization jumps out ahead like that. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to set a precedent because companies have no choice but to follow.
You have to follow.
Yeah.
Like college had to follow. Everybody had to follow. And when somebody as big as the NBA says, we are not playing basketball. Now, side note, don't forget, before the season started, Morey from the Rockets.
Daryl Morey,
Daryl Morey.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Let's take it back a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
He said some shit about China.
And then no, it was LeBron.
And then LeBron came out and said something to the effect like, I'm not going to be playing or...
No, he said something like, we can't talk about... It was like a real backpedal, like it was...
No, first he came out and said some gangster shit. And then they said, nigga, get back out there. Then he backtracked.
No,
on the statement.
You're talking about two separate events.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
So
I'm 52 years old.
So when he... Remember when Daryl Morey said that about China, because they were talking about the concentration... I think he was talking about the concentration camps. Oh, no, he was talking about Hong Kong. He was talking about Hong Kong. LeBron came out and basically like defended China, like, you know what I mean?
Because he got them sneakers. Yeah.
So everybody got on LeBron about that, right? And then what you're talking about is when the first COVID stuff was coming around, and it's like, well, how would you like play with no fans.
He said,
I'm not playing with no fans.
I ain't playing with no fans.
And then he came out and backtracked. He backpedaled
there you go.
Backpedaled like he was Ty Law.
So we have facts. So we have China in this mix early.
Matter of fact, so I'm looking right now. Show 80, before the show about Kobe, we have the COVID outbreak in the thumbnail.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
Okay. So go back to show 80 when you get some time.
That's January.
And and look at that thumbnail to show you we was on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was definitely on it. And so we have China in the mix. We got Kobe in the mix who's connected to China. We got Kobe leaving Nike.
We got LeBron passing Kobe's scoring
right
the day before
he passed,
which was
okay.
ill.
So he passes Kobe, and then Kobe passes.
Yeah.
This is the craziness of this situation. And in my book, Hip Hop Decoded, that I wrote 15 years ago, I read y'all the chapter where I said they no longer need Kobe because they have LeBron now. Those were my exact words. You know what I mean? Like speaking about ritual deaths and how this thing plays out. Now, I had no idea that was going to actually happen.
Yeah.
Right? But I know how energy works, and when they have someone else to fill a slot, they no longer need you. Like when Magic came down with HIV, right? What happened the summer before? Jordan overtook him in the NBA. Jordan became the championship, took the throne from Magic. Magic was no longer needed in that capacity. He had already been to 9 finals in 12 years. And him and Jordan's number are mirrored, 32, 23, and it took 5 games for them to close them out. That summer, Magic came down with the monster. And it was beautiful because nobody he ever dated came down with it.
Yeah.
His wife didn't have it. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. His name was Magic, and this disease was magic for him.
Yeah.
Right? Guess who was in charge of the HIV situation back then? Fauci.
Yeah.
Fauci. The same Fauci we talking about today. And they got quotes. Maybe the people in the chat can tell me all about it. They got quotes with him saying that the damn HIV came from monkeys in Africa. This was his first. This is the shit he came up with, right? So, what became big? The HIV test.
Yeah.
False positive results. As a result, who made more money than anybody during that time? Pharmaceutical companies. You're seeing a repeat, and that was in 91. So how every 20 years, then, 2021, here we are dealing with the same shit, a new virus, and the people who are going to stand to make the most money are pharmaceutical. These are cartels. You know what I mean? Because everybody went and got tested. Everybody. I told you I passed mine with a 65. It was like, you need to study a little bit more. All of us was like, we all could think about some chick that was like, damn, it could be that chick. You know what I mean? All them late night, because remember we had the 10 o'clock rule. You know what I mean? Like after 10, we don't care what she looked like. She putting out, we was just like, So we was all thinking about them late night rendezvous and shit, But everybody went and got tested. There was a lot of false positives. They put you on that AZT, which was for chemotherapy. It was liquid chemotherapy, originally for cancer patients. But when they couldn't sell it, they had to upload it.
Yeah.
So Magic became the only person in history that nobody stepped forward. Do you know how many people with his status would have stepped forward and said, yeah, I got HIV from him.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pay me. Nobody came forward. So he was rewarded with what? A whole bunch of business ventures. Now, shit, it's chicks who look like they'll do him wrong. Right now, he looking like, this nigga looking real healthy. And I don't care what nobody say. The joke is on us. His name was Magic Johnson. And Johnson is another name for your penis.
Yeah.
And he was Magic. And the whole shit was an illusion. So here we are 20 years later.
Boy.
Yeah. Here we are 20 years later. Going through something very, very similar.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And pharmaceutical companies are going to benefit off of this action. That moved us into March, basically.
Yes.
And in March, they was full-fledged get off the streets.
Yo, it was, but at the same time, because remember, I was going to the store, I'm just like, it still feels like,
Yeah.
it hasn't really hit the fan. But I forgot, I don't know what happened exactly that I was even scared. You know what I mean? Like, I was feeling like, just super uncertain. I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. Like, I was just really like,
it was
it was weird, man.
And again, because even with, listen, I told you my superpower is common sense. There's nothing special about. I have no super intuitive shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm a seer, but I base everything in common sense. I kept saying, you mean to tell me they're shutting the whole world down?
Yeah.
The entire world for this? I said that just didn't ring well. Transportation, the movie industry, film, everything, store, everything, when people are in their houses. And I just kept saying, I don't get it. I don't get it. However, they ramped it up.
Oh, man.
So you was able to see people, because I had a very bad week with 5 friends of mine, 3 high school friends, and 2 other people I know were passing away like that. And I was saying, wow. You know what I mean? Because me being in a health facility, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, even with me keeping my immune system and my energy, my overall energy up, we had a very hard task on our hands. Because we had a 4 to 5 week period where we had to come on here and we had to, with straight faces, tell you, calm down.
Yeah.
We are going to be okay.
Yep.
And it's not that we didn't believe that, but we had to come out when everybody else was promoting fear and ways that they could benefit off that.
I think that's what it was for me, because like all on the timeline, it was, now you can get the disease by saying, like, now you can get the disease by touching this. Now you can get the disease by sneezing.
Right.
If you sneeze 3 times, you got it. I was just like, yo, I got to get off this. So when we came in and, we were doing the shows, like usually, if you're familiar with our show, and we have our thumbnails about what topic, we just said, like, we're just going to have a theme for the show. This one is no fear. This one is breathe. This one is love. Like we were trying to, get through it and help you guys, get through it as well.
Exactly. And we hope that, because we was basically you and us getting through it together.
Facts.
We were listening to people's concerns, and what we didn't want to do, and I apologize if we did, I didn't want to diminish the people who were dying, because people were dying, but I was simply just saying something is just not adding up.
Yeah.
Something is not adding up. Sure, there are a few people dying, but something is not adding up. And they want to get you to the point where you're strictly dealing with emotion. Because when you deal with emotion, you're not dealing with logic. You're not dealing with no more common sense. You're just in your emotions. And when you're in your emotions, a lot of bad things can happen.
Yeah.
Right? I went to my girlfriend's slide off nigga house by myself on some emotion shit, and knocked on this nigga's door like, yo, can I speak to so-and-so? He was like, yo, and I was by myself because I was in my emotions. That could have been the end of the story, nigga, you know what I mean? So some of the things we do, ladies and gentlemen, you're like, yeah, that was some emotional shit. So we all go through those stages. So I've trained myself to go through my emotions when I can, but before I come out publicly and give you my opinion on something, I gotta remove the emotion and just tell you what I see. Like, you know what I mean?
And going into 2021, I think that should just be the mindset of everybody. Because right now, I put this on Twitter, because Fauci, he went on the news and said, January is gonna be worse than December, and I'm like, all right. Me personally, my December has been fine, right? So, and everybody around me, our December is like, I haven't heard about anybody passing. A few people getting sick, but they kind of,
But how would that be different than any other day,
right?
When you hear about somebody passing away,
right? So I'm saying, like, and I've said this before, like during the whole height of the pandemic, people are trying to get in the news, like Fauci, these other doctors, they're trying to outdo the last dire thing they said, right?
Yes.
So the thing you have to do is just kind of like really not tune into that stuff. Like I really just at all, like I really tune out all that stuff. Or if if it's right in my face with social media, it'll come across
Yes.
your timeline. You just have to like really take it for what it is, because right now they're trying to ramp it up. In California, there's a new strain, and it's supposed to be 30 times or 3 times as contagious.
They can continue, because they own the media outlets, continue to put things out there that they want you to gravitate to.
That's a fact.
And make that shit into something that it's not.
Yeah.
So if they tell you, oh, it's going to be crazy, and you buy into that, see, this is what's going to get us out of this, guys, right? It's not going to be the so-called woke, hotep, super conscious, quantum conscious. No, it's going to be regular folk who finally get to the point where they go, I ain't buying it. When that happened, and it's been happening.
It's been happening.
Because more regular people who you would never think are going, Dwayne, I'm not taking that. I'm not going to take that, no. So,
Yo, the other day, 4 nurses who took the vaccine, they took the test and had it, and had COVID.
yeah.
And then
They took the vaccine and still had
vaccine and still got it. And then one doctor was just like, well, it doesn't prevent you from taking it, so what am I taking this for?
Then why am I taking it? Be son. Peace, King.
Peace.
Hope all is well with you.
Yeah, so listen, I say 2021, protect your energy, protect your mind.
Definitely protect your aura,
Yeah,
your
all of that,
psychic
man.
feels, because they're gonna come for it. Even this $600 STEMI shit is probably to see if they can trigger another level of desperation within us. And maybe they think $2,000 is high on the hog, and it will diminish. Take people's minds off the virus. See, remember, all of this stuff has got to run concurrent.
Yeah.
So you have to continue to think about the virus. Then you have to think about, you can't live off $600.
Right.
So that's what we're going to give you.
Yeah.
So now you got the virus and $600. Now watch the magic from these Negroes work. We thinking we up. That's how niggas think. $600 I did not have. I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up. Fuck the virus. I'm not taking that. Watch us work this magic. Watch us continue to have cookouts and parties and do what we do. This is the most fascinating thing to white people, because they saying these niggas should be scared. White people don't play that. They lose their money.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
somebody gonna die.
Yeah.
And they take a survey. Does anybody like Lil Tommy?
Yeah.
If Lil Tommy is no longer here, that's 300,000. We up. Trust me. During the Depression, them white people was jumping out of windows, and because the only thing that separates them from you is money, or the perception of shit that they can buy that you can't buy, including police protection.
Right.
So they can move into a neighborhood and know the police are gonna guard me from these niggas who we've robbed, pillaged, raped, tortured, took advantage of. For us, the money ain't nothing. Right? Because we know how to eat jelly sandwiches and shit like that, right? So with that being said, $600, we up. I just was saying, take me way up.
Yeah. Facts.
Give me my stimmy.
You're gonna do it, do it.
If you're gonna do it, give me my $2,000 so we can sit around
Facts.
as a family and be like, listen, I was thinking about this little venture, because
Yeah.
they know me. Oh, fuck that. What you got planned? How much is it gonna cost? I did the math. It's gonna cost everybody $2,000. Ah, shit! That just so happened what we getting. So let's not worry. But all I'm asking you to do for 2021 is just fall back. Don't get caught into the shit right away. Even on Twitter timeline, you hear shit. Fall back. Fall back. Literally fall back and process the information. Once you do that, you usually go, okay, all right. This is some bullshit going on. This is some bullshit. So that's what March brought us.
Yes.
Everyone was in the house.
March, April.
Yeah, March, April.
But, well, okay, so what made me feel better, too, is because I remember being locked in the crib, and I remember, like, finally going out, and it started getting nice out. I said, yo, I wanted people, I said, I'm in Harlem. I'm like, yo, nobody gonna stay in the house when it's about to be 60, 70 degrees. It was gonna be an 80-degree weekend, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're not gonna keep black people in this house. And then that weekend came, and it was people outside like nothing was happening.
When that heat dropped,
yeah,
people hit the streets.
I was like, okay, my people.
Yes.
My people.
And my people are, that's your pulse.
Yeah.
Don't ever disassociate yourself from your people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they may not have the articulate ability to express what's going on, but the innate ability within them knows. This shit is some bullshit. I told you what happened during 9/11. I was the one who was out of pocket and my boys was on the block chilling, looking at me like, nah, we good. We having a cookout. I'm like, how can these niggas be having a cookout and the world is ending? And I just looked at them. I looked around. You know, you have that moment. I said, oh, nigga, you the one out of control. I was in my emotions. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't. And they calmed me down. And I said, well, I'm rocking with the people, man. So what we're seeing is more and more so-called regular people just seeing it for themselves.
Which surprised me this year.
But this is 2020.
Right.
So even if people say it ain't really 2020 or y'all some shit y'all made up, you got to remember this. All is what?
Mental.
All is mental. So if we collectively agree all the way around the planet that 2020 means our vision is going to be clear, we just created some sorcery, not in the negative sense, in our favor that says we are going to see clear in 2020. And 2020 is just a term that everybody associates with what? Vision. Eyes. Vision. As a kid, I remember looking at that board, one-eyed Z, Q, you know what I mean? And I always had glasses. But I had welfare glasses. You know, them big, thick ones. And I'd keep losing them shits. And then my mother gonna tie them shits with a fucking shoestring. Like, lose these shits, nigga. I lost them shits too. You know, kids are cruel. They know you got them shits. Because in the welfare, they give you them 3 choices, nigga. You got Medicaid. Here go your choices. Ugly, uglier, and these shits right here will get you teased. You know what I mean? So we always associated that shit with that. You know what I mean? So 2020 became something where, you know, everybody associated with greater vision. And it became the greater inner vision where, you know, we just saw things we couldn't see. And then in conjunction with the age of Aquarius, right? So, which is the I know, coming out of I believe, the age of Pisces, where we just believed all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Into the age of I know. So that's a quantum leap. That means I know this shit now because I have enough information to back this up. Now, there's going to be some residue in between, but 2020 just meant that, just like the conjunction. Right? We all collectively, from LeBron James on down to Kyrie Irving, we all was like, yo, this conjunction means something. So it means something. That's it. You know what I mean? So we all possess the same power that the cabal and the elite do. They trying to keep you from knowing your true power. Because if we collectively agree something is, it just is. Right? So they try to put a hack in it. Yo, it's going to be bad in January, hoping we bite. Oh, you know it's going to be bad. And then it be bad. And we go, how the hell that happen?
Right.
I told you, we creating this shit in real time. Yes?
I'm not with it.
Yeah, I ain't with it.
I ain't buying it. You want to pay some bills?
Should it be time to pay bills?
It's way past
time. Oh, yeah, way past. I was on my talking kung fu shit.
We'll be back. We'll pay some bills.
Fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we taught that we angry and mad just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, why we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby Meeting on the seat. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
All of that for what? Like, we're in a spiritual warfare.
We're back.
And we are back.
Don't forget to support those black-owned businesses
Who rocked with us, because this is something we didn't do
this was
at the beginning of the year. This is something we thought about,
something we always wanted to do.
Right.
We always wanted to have a platform where we could support businesses, but we wanted to, and like all things we do, we wanted to establish ourselves a little bit more.
Right.
And make sure all of our ducks were in a row before we
put ourselves out on a limb.
Yes.
And this will never stop. I wouldn't care if we signed $1 million deal with somebody. In my contract better be whoever we want to promote on our show, because this is the give and take. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? And one of these businesses wound up blowing up and becoming a big Fortune 500 company.
Okay.
And we, like I didn't even know Two Grumpy Men had a website with books and all kind of stuff on it. They got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You see Leslie's remixing things up, getting this thing popping, man. Side note, I had 4 Aces barbecue sauce.
Oh, we had that today.
Had that today. That was slamming. I don't know if I wanted to smack my mama.
I was talking slick,
but I was pointing my finger in her face.
I had a little bass in my voice.
Yeah, talking to my mama, like got my neck snapping. What you said, boy? So I don't know if I would have slapped her. It was that good, but it was very, very. Okay, yeah. So shout out 4 Aces.
Yes.
If you would like to promote with us at your business,
yes.
For January, you running behind the wire. You better hit wifey this weekend and be like, you know what? I'm gonna take that quantum leap of faith and get my stuff over there, because we'll promote it and we'll give it the love it needs. We massage it, massaging, bacon and eggs. I be massaging.
And if you see, we're about to pop this bottle.
Let's pop this bottle, man.
Right? Just because we feel like we got a lot to celebrate. We alive.
We alive.
We got it through this year. This year was a long year.
This felt like 5 years. But in that, I felt we all were going through an initiation. Mm-hmm. We all had to look to the left of us, look to the right of us, and really question if so and so is with us, or are you willing to get in the foxhole with me? Because at this point, if you ain't in the foxhole, oh yeah, ooh. Yeah, that just cut a nigga shit short. Nigga just stop talking.
Yeah, hold on.
That's how that shit go. So if for 2021, White, look at wifey. She can't help but to come over and get her damn taste. She ain't even on the show. God damn it.
She is the show.
That is true. She is definitely the show.
She is the show.
No, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. I like to get you a certain kind of way now. I know my wife's limits and shit. She be like, you better stop pouring them drinks. Shut up. Have another one. I don't know what got into me last night. I knew it was the Moet.
But everybody, right now, get your glass. If you're watching with us,
if you're watching with us and you got one, even the Hoteppers, if you got green juice,
that too.
Bring the green juice out
with the sea moss.
With the sea moss, all of that's welcome tonight. But to us,
yes,
this has been an amazing year. My grandson is going to be 6 months tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
And he's really put a smile on my face.
Yeah, man.
And he was talking mad shit to you today.
Yeah.
He was cursing you out, baby talk.
He had bass in his voice.
Yeah, he was like, and I'm familiar with them curses, them baby curses. Yeah. But I'm so happy we're alive, we're healthy. I also want to congratulate Odyssey.
Yes, where's Odyssey?
She completed her semester with 4 A's and an A-. Let's drop a bomb to that. God, sheesh. In this environment, she never, came off track. She stayed. She persevered. So we want to congratulate Odyssey for doing that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing that thing.
Yes. So everybody out there,
And everybody out there who's went through something but is still here, and y'all ready to take on the next challenge, bring that shit on. Bring 2021 on.
salute.
Salute.
Cheers.
Yeah. So what else, man?
So, I forgot to mention, as we moving down the timeline to March and this and that, we noticed one of the first ones, maybe not the first, all of them CEOs that resigned,
Yo, we were the first ones to talk about that.
like thousands of CEOs
We were the first ones to talk about
that just resigned.
Yo, because the CEO from Disney, MasterCard, and I think Salesforce, all three resigned the same day.
Yes.
All three bounced the same day, and then we were talking, and then we talked about like 1,000 CEOs that left,
Yes.
like last year into this year.
Yes.
And we was like, yo, what the hell do they know?
Right. So we
I
knew.
want to find that video.
Yeah, we knew that they knew something. Something wasn't right.
Oh, matter of fact, I got the video right here. I'm about to put the link in the chat because
Sheesh. We on it.
I think we,
You know what I'm saying?
I think we lying.
Yeah, man. So that happened, which is the precursor to everything that we're seeing.
Yeah, because yo, the way business changed this year, and I'm talking about like all industry. Like it, I saw an article that said like 66 billionaires were created from this pandemic. Like this wealth transfer that happened, unprecedented, right?
Yes.
And it was like, and as the masses, like we're all looking at this, like the virus. We're looking at the NBA not being here. What they gonna do? Are they gonna play in the bubble? And this game that was played over here with the stocks and everything,
yes,
was crazy. And it was so deliberate to keep our attention on one thing while everything was going on over here.
Yes, and that transfer are those who are in the know.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be at the right place at the right time to be able to take full advantage of what it is that we saw.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's always a period of those. Some people are just lucky. And, you know, some people, like if you knew how to build websites.
Yeah.
In 1999.
In the .com bubble, yeah.
You was charging crazy prices until they came out with the do-it-yourself kit.
Yeah.
But there was a window where you just made hellified cash. Donnie Alston appreciates you, and your package is in the mail. Yeah, we don't play here. We don't play.
Listen,
We get that thing out
Listen,
there.
man, we does that.
Noble, my daughter took 7 classes and got 7 A's. Let's clap that up.
Heard you.
Yes. No fear for 2021.
That's it, man.
And remember, those who made the transition, some of them chose to make the transition as we make this quantum leap into the next paradigm so that they can be and strengthen us on the other side. A lot of things going on. A lot of things. Before we get started, me and Professor Griff, I told you, are doing a State of the Union, Hip Hop Union address, January 21st or the 22nd. I think it's the 21st.
Get your information.
Let me get my information right.
I think it's the 21st,
because I'll start lying and shit.
Get your information right.
Which one is on a Friday?
I think that's the 21st.
Okay, so it's either that Friday, whatever the flyers say.
I think it's the 21st.
All right, so
it's 21st.
It's going to be the State of the Union address where we break down what to expect, what we are expecting from hip-hop in 2021, you know, because we have our own nation.
Yes.
You know, hip-hop nation, the culture, and so we want to put some things out there. It's going to be a Zoom event. You know, all the information is on the flyer. We can only hold 100 people. So if you're interested, Griff is going to rock, I'm going to rock, and then for the last hour and change, we'll rock together and really, you know, answer some questions. And this could be something I could be doing more of in the future because that's where it's gone. I just watched the concert with Godfrey last night, and it needed a little bit of work, but he's funny.
Yeah.
So it worked, and because this is what we have to do. Higher infinite power reset. Yes, thank you, Quan.
Yeah, so the 21st is a Thursday, but it's happening on the 21st.
No, it says Friday. No, it says it's Friday.
Zoom meeting Thursday, January 21st. What are you talking about?
Okay, all right. All right, that might be a typo. I don't know.
That might be a typo because we got show on Thursday.
Right, we definitely not doing it Thursday. It's gonna be that Friday
Okay.
after the King weekend, right? So,
This comment is funny. Malcolm, I'm having a baby girl in May. I want to know if you want to do the African thing and marry them off.
facts,
When they get-
facts. Because remember, even Jennifer
Yeah.
Love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She had this thing. She said, "I don't know your grandson, Black Dot, but I had already said my daughter is going to marry him." So yeah.
I was just rewatching Game of Thrones and how they just marry off their kids.
Yeah, your
To make
seeds
it-
marry his seeds.
To make each other stronger. Man,
Oh,
you might-
yeah, that's the way that goes.
Yeah, man.
Yep. So,
And that week also, I'm gonna have something coming too.
uh-oh.
What's that? January 22nd? That Friday, I got something coming too.
Okay, all right. Well,
And I'll announce it soon.
all right. Well, we doing big things.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So, me and the legendary Professor Griffin, Public Enemy, will do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And spark that thing. And if it catches on, we'll do a series. You know how we do. We'll get a series going and rock that.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So going down the timeline, how could we forget George Floyd protest?
That was going to be my next big move. The George Floyd.
I've never seen nothing like that before. Like
Yes.
this whole year, it was like a lot of stuff that was happening. And as it was happening, like once you step back and you just like, all right, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
huh? Because remember, we talked about the Ahmaud Arbery thing, right?
Right.
That was the first thing that happened, right?
Yeah.
And then I think the Breonna Taylor killing happened after that, but it didn't get any light.
Right, or either it happened before that and didn't get any light.
It didn't get any light for a long time.
But the George Floyd situation triggered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And I've never seen I've never seen like corporations. I've never seen actors apologize for old racist things they said in high school.
Oh, the apology
Yeah,
tour.
it was crazy.
And Goofies was falling for it. And I got on this platform and I told y'all, do not fall for that. You mean these people who hate us are now with us?
Yeah.
Little white girls in Idaho with signs that said Black Lives Matter. She the only one out there with a sign.
Yeah.
And people, I said, do not. This is a part of some agreement where they have to apologize to us in the Jubilee year. Because
Yeah.
remember, this is also the Jubilee
That's
year.
right,
You know what I
yes.
mean? So they have to do this as a part of acceptance so they can maybe move forward. And then we understood the whole twinning,
Yeah.
which started with Diddy before that.
In December.
He's a Scorpio baby,
Yes.
but he gave that event
In December.
in December.
Yeah.
He brought his two daughters out,
Yeah.
twins,
Yeah.
12, right? During a Gemini moon,
Yes.
right? Which is twins.
Yeah.
And the surprise guest of the night was who? Kanye West.
Oh, that's right.
Who's
Yeah.
Gemini?
That's right,
Who
yeah.
wasn't supposed to be there?
Yeah.
He didn't. Jay-Z. He didn't tell Jay-Z Kanye was
Yeah,
going to be.
that's right.
So this was a whole Gemini moon twin shit. Diddy was. Remember we said he's charging up for what's coming, and then this shit gets all the way down to George Floyd, who Steven Jackson is saying this is my twin. During the month of June, which is Gemini twin.
And then
Twin cities in Minneapolis.
and we the bird watcher guy.
Cooper and Cooper.
Yes.
The bird watcher in New York City, same names.
yep.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. It was for them ultra decoders.
Yeah.
Can probably lay down all the stuff that just was too much synchronicity for it to be nothing. You know what I mean? And then you saw the police officers didn't have the same badges on. This whole
That whole thing
shit
was crazy.
Was crazy.
That whole thing, because when I didn't even really get into the conspiracy of what actually happened. I was just watching afterwards. I'm just like, since
The
when
effects,
the effects, right? I'm just like, yo, since when do, like, say a black man gets killed, he has a record, they never bring it up.
Yeah,
they didn't go to their usual tricks.
They usually tell you how bad he was and didn't deserve to live.
Right, basically
in a subtle way.
Yeah, they didn't do any of that.
They didn't do none of that shit.
Okay. And then all the protests, and then I'm watching all the protests and the riots, and I'm watching cops let everything go down. I'm like, there's no way in hell. Right? At first I was proud. Remember, we were watching like, yo, y'all like, people getting to it.
Right.
And then after a while, I was like, nah.
And then we saw the ones who were really busting down.
White people.
Was white people. The ones who was really doing all the dirt. And these was a different breed of white people. These are white people. You ain't never seen these folks before. So you knew that Antifa and your man Soros was involved paying these people piles of brick. Black dudes started saying, dude, look, it's a pile of bricks right here. Where the hell did that come from? Out of the clear blue. I want to throw something. I'm mad. Look, there's a pile of bricks. And it just became so predictive programming that it was ridiculous. And then the Black Lives Matter on the streets, painting the streets and buses.
You remember Congress kneeling with the
Congress, they all kneeled with kente cloth on. This shit was bonkers.
Yeah, I was just like, wait,
this whole shit was
like,
bonkers.
what is really happening right now?
Yeah, this shit was crazy.
That was crazy, man.
And then all the people, the underlining of that was we were all supposed to be home because of the virus.
Okay,
it was more it was more people in the street.
And then I remember
than ever before
saying, all right, you know what they say, the virus has a incubation stage for like 2 weeks. I was like, all right, let's see what the numbers is like in 2 weeks. Because Cuomo in New York City every day was coming on TV screaming on all of us.
Yes.
Screaming on all of us. So I'm like, all right, let's see what he say. Everybody, all politicians, all corporations, everybody was saying, even Fauci was just like, no, we want to promote, freedom of speech. So
but wait a minute, wait. I'm confused. Either the world is going to end because this virus is so deadly, or we got to get people off the street. So you're willing to say freedom of speech for black causes is good. It supersedes the virus. Or the virus was just like, nah, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
The virus was like, nah, we're going to let them live. That makes no sense. None.
Yeah.
None of this shit makes any sense. Don't forget the looting was on another level.
Yeah, it got to the point where
I started saying this is insurance fraud.
Yeah,
you look, my company not doing well.
All these things are closed
because everything is closed. Yeah. Pay a few of these dudes to run up and throw a brick in that window and start a fire.
Yep.
I'd rather have the insurance money. So it's a lot of stuff, and this is where the transfer of wealth was taking place all at the same time. Right? This thing got crazy. This thing went way off the rails.
Yeah, somebody said because somebody earlier in the chat said transfer of wealth or thievery.
Yeah, that's a nice way of saying a thievery, but it's really a transfer of wealth unless the wealth came to us. And when we come to reparations, that was a part of that was the most traction I seen conversation get.
That's true, yeah.
And then they gave you niggas street signs.
Yo, they gave you street signs. Netflix threw up every black show. They threw up Moesha, all those black shows on Netflix, and then like nothing happened of it. Like
nothing.
Black Lives Matter got exposed this year though.
Oh yes,
Black Lives Matter got exposed this year. Because questions like we've always asked, like, yo, what are they doing with this money? Like, what did they do actually, right?
Right, because you never see them when there's no riots or nothing. You never see them in the street handing out book bags or doing community service. You see them when it's popping off.
Right.
And they want to get out in front of the camera and act like they're doing something. And anybody who is paid by this government or corporations, you are an agent. I don't care how much black shit you talk. If I can trace the money back to one of these corporations who paying you, you are an agent. Just accept that fact.
Yeah, and then like people just started asking questions like, all right, because all these corporations, all these celebrities saying, I'm donating $1 million to Black Lives Matter, and then I'm just like, all right, Black Lives Matter don't have an address, like they're not a, you know what I'm saying, like, so where you sending this money to,
right?
And then more people started asking the question, and again, I was proud of they got like $10 billion this year that nobody knows what the hell. Even their local chapters are like, yo, what did y'all do with that money? Like, we need help here.
Absolutely, we need, because what you'll find is the local chapters may not be involved with the conspiracy. They have just started a Black Lives Matter chapter because they really think Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And bet when that money trickles down from the head office,
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll be able to do some things. And they go, whoa.
Yeah.
Y'all on your own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they got 10 billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody felt guilty and just said, "Oh, what's the number one black cause? Give me one of them black organizations.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna send money to them."
I would try to turn on Call of Duty, and then it was a black screen, like Black Lives Matter. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes, even the video games was like Black Lives Matter.
Billboards. I was with black hearts. I was
Pornhub. You know what? We're gonna chill right now. Black Lives Matter. You ain't gonna be able to beat your ding ding for a little while because we want to keep in mind that Black Lives Matter, and you goofies was falling for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hook, line, and sinker. And I'm like, that don't sound right. That don't look right.
And then
that don't feel right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then what happened after that? Election season.
Then election season.
Yeah.
Right. So then what they did was they switched the narrative back to the virus. Potential when September come, because you know
it's gonna be a dark winter.
It's gonna be a dark winter.
Yeah.
And you know, once the flu season comes, and then all of the flu results were low. And all of the corona results were extremely high.
Yeah. I think for me, that's when stuff stopped making sense to me. Like once I started getting the numbers, I was just like, all right, so because they were talking about the COVID numbers at first, like we had never seen nothing like it. I'm like, yo, people die from the flu every year. Like a lot of people die from the flu every year.
People literally die from the flu. Mainly old people or people with respiratory issues.
And kids.
And kids whose immune system isn't, you know what I'm saying, fully developed.
Yeah.
No, true story.
And then once like I saw the numbers, it was something with the numbers. I was like, yo, they can make anything out of anything.
Then there were people coming out of the hospital said I was just in there with a cold, and this is what they wrote as my diagnosis. Because there was a lot of money being made. And every time they ordered a respirator, that hospital or that doctor got $38,000. And if they just diagnosed you, it was $19,000.
Oh,
we need to talk about these nurses and doctors who
were complicit in that.
Who were complicit. A lot of them tried to come out and say we're not with this, but a lot of them, because of the Hippocratic Oath, them not trying to lose their lifestyle, they know this was a bunch of bullshit. You can't work in the hospital. Like right now, the hospitals are empty. I'm getting photos now. People like, yo, bro, where are these people dying? These hospitals are empty, and the people in the hospital doing dances.
I saw that. So people
TikToks, the nurses, everybody they rolling patients. One patient down the aisle, and everybody doing the Soul Train Award. Like, who has time for that? And this is supposed to be the most deadly thing we've ever witnessed. TMC, thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Somebody hit me online. I want
to Javon. Thank you.
I want to make sure I mention them. Chad Hilton
and Kamani Williams.
For 21 piece.
Chad Hilton. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support that we get here.
Oh, and Marcus Gibson. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate you.
So and that's what June and September brought. June, July. We're missing a few things here and there, but these are the major things that began to.
Another big death, Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. That
was that
very big
off.
death.
Yeah, that caught me way off guard.
And remember the date of August 28th. It became Jackie Robinson Day, which is normally 420 or something like that. In April, they moved it to August 28th. And what are the chances that Chadwick dies on that day? And people have these issues about he was really 42. Some people saying he was 43. But the synchronicity of him playing that character, among other things, dying on that specific day that was laid out for that, among a whole bunch of other things. This has been, the truth has been stranger than fiction, and that touched me as well. Me and wifey was in Atlantic City when the word came down about Chadwick, and they had already killed him off in Black Panther.
They didn't kill him off.
Well, he said they wasn't bringing him back.
That's true. Right. We talked about that.
And in the interview, we talked about it.
Yes. Oh, right.
And he kept saying, "I'm dead. I'm dead." And interviewer kept talking to him. He kept saying, "I'm dead."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And then, like I told you, it was kind of spooky. He played a lot of people who died.
Oh, that's
you know what I'm saying? In the Spike Lee joint, James Brown, Jackie Robinson, a few other people in his short time. You know what I mean? He played a lot of people who passed away.
I forgot about that interview. Damn.
Yeah. So, we here at Urban X, we be on it.
Yeah, listen.
We be on it.
Listen, we do.
And remember, the 28th was the March on Washington, 57th anniversary. Thank you. All of these things happened. You know what I'm saying? And yep.
One thing I will say, and I've said this before, the one industry that thrived this year was the news industry, man.
Oh, they made a killing.
They had no shortage of stuff they can just put a little air under and go to the next level the way they were hyping things up. And this election season was one of the wildest.
Yes.
To me. Because we didn't it wasn't as much drama because there wasn't a lot of debates. It was only like 3. Or it was 2 debates. It was 2 debates. Mm-hmm. But it was just so much that went in it.
Listen, the campaign that they ran on Trump was so effective. I know intelligent people who are like, I'm glad that nigga's out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Because they can't explain it.
Yeah.
Without them understanding that that was all media manipulation.
The news effectively erased all of Joe Biden's sins.
Oh yeah.
To black people, like they
right.
like I saw intelligent or so-called intelligent black people defending the 9/4 crime bill.
Yes,
I saw them saying, "Well, if they wasn't selling drugs, then
what?"
I saw it, I was just like
no, but I'm saying, who would say that?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like we didn't make the guns. We didn't.
I saw it. Like I saw them like really try to defend all of that stuff, and I was like, "Yo, the how powerful the media is really, really insane."
Malcolm X told us, man, stay away from them cameras, man. And he basically was saying, Vendetta V, appreciate you.
Thank you.
That this is going to be because they can create any narrative that they want.
And they sure did, man.
And people are going to consume it because if you hear it every day, you start believing it. They made you think Donald Trump was the worst president ever. Remember, we got presidents who owned slaves.
Yeah.
No, this dude right here.
And Biden literally said he's the most racist president we've ever had.
Yes. I'm like, what?
Fam, what?
Yeah, so we saw this work its magic. And I expect old people to say that because they, they watch the news. That's all they do. They get their tea and they sit in front of CNN and get fed. I didn't expect young people to really fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
And they did.
And they did.
Dude, when the news came out that Biden won, people were protesting.
Yo, give me this bottle. Hand me this bottle. This was Spike Lee out in Brooklyn with a bottle of champagne.
With white people.
Oh my gosh. He was like, I say, yo, that's ridiculous. And while I'm here.
Might as well.
Would you like
I would.
You driving later?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna chill after this.
Honey.
I'm good.
Honey. Come on now. All right, cool.
Yeah. So, but interesting year.
Look, somebody. Oh boy, here y'all go with the Trump shit.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, the amount of hate we got this year on us not believing the COVID stuff, us seeing through the George Floyd stuff, and us just seeing through the Trump election stuff too was crazy. But I think it thinned out the herd too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It thins it out. Like, yo, listen, if y'all not really, if you're not on like our real wavelength.
No, a white man got the credit for writing Gladys Knight and the Pip song. Yeah, quote, Black Spot. Yeah, okay, yep. So remember, when I speak about my dad who wrote that song, Of course, he wrote it. He didn't get no credit. If he got credit, shit, I wouldn't be here. I'd be tossing it up. I'd be living off the residuals, nigga. Shit. You know how many artists wrote songs that they didn't get credit for, that sold it for $30, $40, $50? He was one of those people. He wrote that song to my mom's. Yeah, and he didn't. Whoever owned the publishing, because back then only a few people even knew about publishing. What's this guy? Levi from the record industry. Morris Levi and all them dudes. Chris Rock said he was going to take the vaccine. Said he don't.
He said
know which in Tylenol that he got rid of his headaches.
Yeah, he said, well, we don't know what's in Tylenol, so that's why I'm excited to take the vaccine and
okay,
whatever.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Do
you think?
And again, I'm not against. Those decisions have to sit well with you, and if they sit well with your spirit, you got to do what you got to do.
This is yo, Black Dot. I'm also into Chinese midgets. Just jokes, but my girl's starting to take it serious. Tell Megan to chill, please. Megan, chill.
Megan, chill. Come on now. We get up here and we have fun.
Chill out.
And I've never even seen a Chinese midget. I don't know where that came from in my mind. I just thought it would be funny to say, and here we are. Now he's getting flack. So when the last time you been around them Chinese midgets? Look, honey, yeah. So. And it's funny because my sister-in-law was gonna do that as a joke to her husband, Uncle Chill, for his birthday that just passed. She was gonna get a midget.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, so what time is what time are the festivities?
Are we there? Like,
yeah, are we in there?
That's funny. Yeah. What else happened this year, man? I think that was really the big stuff.
And then we got to the election.
Yeah.
Which LeBron won a title in the bubble.
Oh, that's true. Right. That happened.
But remember the whole Kings narrative.
The whole year, yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Let's go through it again since this is a show and review.
Yeah.
Started with Black is King.
Yes.
Then we had King's Disease.
Yeah.
Then we had...
From Nas, yeah.
Yeah, God to King, or King to God from... Conway. Then we had them selling Biggie's crown.
Yes.
King of New York.
Yes.
For $500,000.
And then Chadwick Boseman.
Then Chadwick Boseman.
Yes. Is this your king? Remember?
Right. Is this your king?
Yes.
So we had that. Then we had
King
Von later.
Yeah, later.
That came later.
It was something else. No, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron with trying to regain his kingdom.
Yes.
In the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like, all that shit happened in the Magic Kingdom, and then we had King Von, and there was probably a couple of more that you guys can fill in there under Corona, which is a crown.
Yes.
The word Corona means crown. So all of this shit was happening, and we just happened to notice here at Urban X that was kind of weird.
There was a theme, yeah.
And there was a theme.
There was a theme, yeah.
Right? So just wanted to...
Oh, and then Queen Love, yes. For the aliens, they started like introducing like...
That was another big thing.
Yeah.
Right? The Space Force... And all of this stuff started being introduced into your lexicon because it's way past due.
Yeah, come on.
It's way past due for you to understand.
They started showing UFOs.
Yeah, what the heavens are about and things of that nature. So I thought before we got to 2021, it was going to pop. And I guess I was wrong.
Well, it's something in the bill that Trump signed off of, like the COVID bill, that... I think the CIA has 180 days to disclose all the UFO info they got.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Gayle King disrespected Kobe.
Oh,
King,
that was a big thing.
That was a big thing. Her name King. Beautiful. You get your Junior Dakota badge. Bing.
That was a big thing. Yeah, that happened.
So, it was a few other things. So we knew that this was...
Let me see if I saved that there.
Kobe won his last title in Orlando as well. The very last title he won, and he beat Dwight Howard, right? Who's now kidnapped kids being found everywhere. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So the true underlining thing was this pedophile rings... Adrena, I can't say the whole word because we'll get banned.
Yes, we will.
Among other things that were taking place during this time.
Oh yes, it's a New York Post article. It says the COVID bill started a 180-day countdown for UFO disclosures, and I'm going to read.
Yes. Take your time and sound the words out.
And stop.
The way I taught you.
President Trump's signature Sunday on the $2.3 trillion COVID-19 relief and government funding bill started a 180-day countdown for the Pentagon and spy agencies to say what they know about UFOs.
Ooh.
The provision received very little attention, in part because it wasn't included in the text in the 5,595 page legislation, but as a committee comment attached to the Annual Intelligence Authorization Act, which was rolled into the massive bill. End quote.
End quote. All right. So there you have it. Okay. And then now I'm getting people on the timeline talking about Epstein. That was big.
Ghislaine Maxwell, right?
Yeah. And Epstein, did he die? Did he not die?
Oh, that was last year, though.
But still, we waiting for the funeral. This shit bled over into 2020.
Yeah.
And then his girl and, and somebody recently, I forget the name, somebody would, I think is an actor or a politician, came out in a Twitter statement today. I read it. I should have snapshotted it and said, Epstein is not dead. And so I don't know what that is, but we all know how that works.
Yeah.
Debo died. Yes.
That happened too. Wow. Alex Trebek died.
Yes.
Regis died too.
Regis passed away. Right? So a lot of these things took place in terms of the music scene. We saw a resurgence of drug talk.
Yeah.
Right? A resurgence of get these kilos, flip this, on the stove, I'm cooking this and that, which 93, 94 was when that crime bill came out for this very reason.
Yeah.
And now the man in charge is the same person who launched this. You know what I mean? So we're in some kind of fucking time loop. Yeah, Sean Connery passed away.
He did too. Wow.
007. A lot of things have taken place. A lot of people, R. Kelly, the king of R&B, he went down. I mean, that king narrative.
That was last year.
But it's still, still relevant to what's going on. So, yeah, we saw a lot of things take place, man. A lot of different things take place. Mm-hmm. And then we got to the election, and Trump refused to,
still
to this day. There's something big, January 6th.
Yeah, I spoke about that. January 6th.
Yeah, is the day.
They're trying to, it's sort of like a real last-ditch effort to overturn the election results. I don't think Trump wants to be in office anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I never think he wanted to be there to begin with.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of tired of it. Like, yo, go ahead.
Joe Clark passed away. Lean on me.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for
Joe Clark did pass away.
In the chat for bringing that up. Joe Clark passed away. So there's a lot.
Pop from Friday, he passed away this year too.
Was that this year or was that early last year?
I think that was this year.
No, I think that was last year. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but in any event, so we want to take Oprah sold on, yes. So we want to take this time to reflect, but don't get caught into that because we have a bright future ahead of us.
Yeah, listen, my personal advice would be to find some stillness, because I think that always just kind of calms you down.
Absolutely.
You know I mean, like I've gone through like periods where I'm just kind of moving a mile a minute, and
shout out Derek, I see you out there. Gorilla
peace. I'm moving a mile a minute, and things don't get done, or things get halfway done, and I'm not really focused. And when I still myself, and I get more done, which is a real oxymoron.
Yeah, but and then stop wasting your time on frivolous shit.
That too.
You got to know what's important to you, and sometimes less is more. You know what I mean? We have this preconditioned notion that we must be doing all of this external work. The true alchemist must do internal work. So a lot of times it's really about working on yourself.
Yeah.
So the results of that may not be reflective right away, but when you work on self, everything about you becomes, animated and on a higher level. So their goal is to keep you looking outside of yourself. You must do this.
Yeah.
You must be in pursuit of that. And that's what the movie Soul was really all about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, that all you slow this bitch down. appreciate fresh air, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why take that mask off.
Yo, the first time, like when I went back outside and got some sunlight.
Yeah, 2019 Witherspoon passed. Okay, yeah.
First time I went outside and got some sunlight, man. Like I appreciated life just so much. You know what I'm saying? Just from being cooped up, and I went outside. I was like, oh my God.
And so this reset, and for people who have COVID right now, you know, if you're young and you know you're gonna survive it, you have to look at that sometime as your personal reset. Maybe the ancestors were sitting you down saying, bro, you out of control. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time, spend that 10 days or 2 weeks on your reset, and come out of your reset ready to do what's important to you. And it ain't always about starting a new business or a new venture. Sometimes it may just be starting a new you. As crazy as that sounds, because I find joy in just doing less shit at times. Just, I don't want to do shit, but sit here and chill. So don't let nobody tell you that you're not worthy of whatever it is you're in pursuit of. And only you know. So my whole thing is about self-evaluation. You know when you're not doing your best in whatever field you're in, or you know when you're not doing, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So we want to focus in on that.
Dr. Africa, he passed away.
Yeah, Dr. Layla Africa passed away. Kalindi, you know what I'm saying, passed away. Delbert Blair in 2019, Sabi in 2019. We lost a lot of, prominent people in every community, whether it was the conscious community, the celebrity community, the hip hop community, the actor community. There's just a renewal, and this will always be a process. There will always be people who make it and people who don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, man. No questions. Oh, we have one more set of commercials.
Oh yeah, let's do this one more set of commercials.
Yeah, bills.
And then I think we will do a few.
Few questions.
We got bills. We talking shit.
Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm your guy, Terrius.
I'm D. Morris, man.
And this is the Rhythm and Views Show. We're both doing the Stunt of Shades.
Let me get my autograph. You want the autograph now?
Well, no, we ain't got to go that far.
Bang.
It is. Bang. We got Donnie Hathaway.
Last night.
Let's talk about Gladys, man.
Teddy
Pendergrass.
You know.
Hey, y'all gonna see why they call him D. Morris. What's happening? We're on the rails. What I suck, I can't get jiggy with this shit. And what we gonna do?
Catch you on the B-side.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Trey Hill, and this is the new Filmosophy. Now, you know, after you go to the theater with your friends or your family and you go watch a movie that completely blew your mind, I can't stop talking about it. It's incredible. It's earth-shattering. That's the reason why I got into the movie industry, and that's why we're here today. Now, my range of guests are going to be producers, cinematographers, performers, and professionals of a wide gambit of many skills, all with one commonality, and that's just us loving to talk about film. Now, the first 3 episodes are going to come out December 21st, all up until Christmas. So check us out on all of our podcast platforms, as well as my website, and you can even check out the videos on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to it.
Subscribe to the New Filmosophy Podcast. Find all our content on thenewfilmosophy.com.
Growth in One are all natural hair, face, and body products designed to grow, rejuvenate, and sustain one's natural beauty. Made from the finest non-toxic ingredients, Growth in One's original formula promises to prevent hair loss, maintain healthy growth, and preserve the overall texture and essence of natural hair. Each one of our products is made from organic essential oils, minerals, vitamins, and proteins to ensure the highest quality of results in every bottle. Whether it's hair growth or skin care, When it comes to quality, reliability, and service, you can be assured Growth in One is committed to the highest standard of excellence. We are constantly growing our product line. Please check out our latest edition, our Amber Aroma Scented Candle. It's hand poured with love. Please visit our website at growthin1.com. Our products are designed to reveal the best version of yourself while including clean ingredients.
Back.
Yes, speaking of Growth in One, you received your package.
I got my stuff.
All right.
I got my stuff.
You won't be talking about my niece bad.
You know what I'm saying?
So we got that coming.
Yes.
On Trei Hill's Filmosophy, I was featured this week, so that was dope.
Yep.
And of course, my Rhythm and Views brothers, man, we're gonna get them to 1,000. I promise you.
Let's do that.
We're gonna do that.
Let's do that.
We are going to do that. You heard? Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on with that. Giovanni Johnson said, me and my queen are moving in together in January, right after the start of the year. That will be much needed stillness and love on the same frequency. Absolutely. And in order for you and your queen to get to truly know each other, you guys got to move in and be in the foxhole with each other, waking up with each other when things is good, when things is bad. You guys have to relish staring up at the ceiling and her sharing her dreams, you sharing your dreams, and figuring out how you guys can make this whole thing work. Because prior to that, if you don't, you don't get the fullness of it, because it ain't all gravy. You know what I mean? You got to go through some shit, and you got to still be able to wake up near this woman or this man and be like, yeah, I think I want to do this shit again. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you find your little, idiosyncrasies, how does she like the toothpaste and this and that and what this and that, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then you know how to get on each other's nerves. Like right now, when I do my eyebrow, my wife hates when my eyebrow, this particular eyebrow is out of pocket, because she's like she's OCD about that, and and she's trying to act like now it don't mess with her. You know what I mean? But I know it does. So when I want to piss her off on the show, I just pull my eyebrow up, and she be like, it doesn't bother me, boo. And I know it does. So, you have your little, things that you do to get on each other's nerve, but to show that you love each other at the same time.
Facts.
So get in that foxhole with your baby. Congratulations to you and the lady. Mm-hmm. And get in that foxhole. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you do. When she go to the bathroom, this is a really good one. I like to fart and keep it under the blanket, so the fart is contained, right? The fart has nowhere to go. It's just there. She gets out of the shower fresh. She done threw her baby oil on and everything, and she jumps under the cover, and boom! In there's a little explosion.
It's foul.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
It's foul.
It's war. If I fart, that is a natural occurrence of nature. Yeah. If my wife fart, that is nasty. That's some nasty shit.
Off that topic. I just clicked on one of our earlier videos from this shit, and I'm just like, yo, why does it look so dark? And the camera looks weird, but I forgot we changed our entire
we changed our camera system. In the year too.
Why does it look so dark?
Yeah, we had some stuff going on. Peace, Trent, New Jersey. Wishing you a happy New Year. Thank you so much. So we're not gonna take any questions.
Yeah, man. We'll
be here.
Yeah, but
we want to send you all. A happy New Year to you. Still got some time to get the party started.
Yeah, don't forget you get your black eyed peas on the stove.
Yeah, some people put money out the window on a string and pull it in. Some people make the collard greens. I saw now Ruby Selah making her greens. So we all have these rituals that we pass down, and they work because we think they work.
Yeah,
that's the way magic works.
I know y'all was in the laundromat this morning getting it in.
Yeah, getting it in,
fighting
cleaning.
everybody, make sure your stuff was clean.
Yeah, stuff is clean, you got to do what you got to do.
Just have some money in your pocket, the people you love around you, some bottles to pop if you're into that stuff.
Yes, now I see. Said if I did that shit, I'd be on the couch. She said, "Boom, nigga, yeah, your ass is on the couch." Yeah,
and just spend this time with the people you love, people you care about.
Yes,
and that's it, man.
Peace. We out of here. We will see you Monday.
Monday next year, man.
2021.
Peace.
Next year.
Uh-oh.